This stuff going on with the FridaBaby company is more than disturbing because it's not like just one person had some sort of like sick and twisted mind and got away with it somehow. This was like collectively all agreed to by several people. This is disgusting. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey guys, this is Julez. Welcome to my second channel. Now here recently on YouTube, people have been talking about the FridaBaby situation. I've noticed the majority of the videos that I watched today, not sure when this is going to post, but I'm recording this on 2/16/2026. The majority of the videos that are pretty much going viral here on YouTube about this, they're all mentioning hearing about it from TikTok. Now, I barely ever get on TikTok. If you're here for my true crime channel, you know that I barely ever get on TikTok, but I am over on Twitter constantly. And that is where I heard about this situation 4 or so days ago, maybe 5 days ago. We're going to go over the most ridiculous things that have been said by this company when it comes to the way that they advertise baby products. The biggest concern that I have here is that they are basically wanting the adult to think about sex when they are doing things with a baby, with their child. That's exactly what they're trying to do here. And with the current temperature of the world, I don't know if that's the only reason why people are noticing this and it's just now becoming a thing or what, because there are, again, a lot of people now talking about this that are claiming that they've noticed stuff about this since like 2021, that there's people that have been talking about these things on forums, on other non-major social media platforms, and it's just now going viral 5 freaking years later. So they've been doing that for this long, advertising rectal thermometers as the only threesome you and your husband are ever going to have is whenever you put something in your child's to check a temperature. That's disgusting. That is beyond freaking disgusting. How did that collectively get approved? How did the printing company that saw the boxes and the font that was going to be printed not be like, oh, hold on a second now. Are you sure that you want to put this on this box? Are we sure we're printing 25,000 of these? Are we positive now? Yeah, no one thought to double check this shit. This is disgusting. Let's take a look at a couple of examples that I've noticed that have been posted all over Twitter. Now, this is the very first one that I saw, and that's exactly what I just described to you. The rectal thermometer being described as the only threesome, the closest thing to one your husband's ever going to get, while your child is sick and you're sticking something up there to check their temperature. Who thought that was a good idea? This is so disgusting. But then you look at what they've now deleted when it comes to who they are. And you see that they are not only men, I'm going to show you here in a moment, that there's also females here. And yes, they have deleted it to where you can't see anything at all anymore. Someone was able to capture a screen recording. It's females, it's males, it's multiple people that got together and thought about putting things up infants' bottoms and had that thought about it. These are the people that thought that putting sexual innuendos on things for babies, while the entire world for the past 20 years or more have been completely enthralled in what the hell has been going on with the Epstein files, what the truth is when it comes to what could be happening out there, while there are thousands and thousands and thousands of children exploited, SA'd, R'd, all the things on a daily basis. And we see the people that are arrested for these things, getting slaps on the wrist and being let out on $0 bonds and facing hardly any charges whatsoever, even if they confess. They thought that this kind of marketing was going to be a good idea. And the sad and pathetic part is that it was allowed to go on for how many years now? At least since 2021, from what I'm understanding. But they're also going back and deleting stuff on their social media as far as 6 to 7 years ago, according to the people that have been going in and keeping track of all of Frida's movements ever since this started going viral. And look at this right here that was posted from the FridaBaby Twitter account to something that Netflix posted back in 2019. Netflix said, what's something you can say during sex, but also when you manage a brand Twitter account? And this baby product company said, put the red tip in your mouth and suck. while advertising the snot sucker that they have for parents to be able to remove nasty from their child's face because children cannot blow their nose or handle that on their own at such a young age. That was what the person who was in control of the Twitter account thought was cute pre the pandemic, pre the epidemic of ridiculousness. And somehow it's just now in 2026 being caught and going viral. I don't understand how they've been getting away with this for so long. And listen to the crazy part here. Someone actually sent them an email being super concerned about the way that this marketing is going on. And this was the response from the person that goes by Amber with Frida support. Thanks for saying something. Frida has always used humor to talk about the stuff no one else wants to. Postpartum recovery, rectal temps, blowouts, the real parts of parenting. And speaking of blowouts, they were asking for photos of blown out diapers unblurred in this post right here. Just willy-nilly on social media with no shame whatsoever. Like, I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Let's continue. The goal is to make hard or awkward moments feel a little less heavy. No. You talking about you and your husband being the closest to having three-way SEK is when you are inserting something into your child's because they're sick and you're both taking care of that child. That is not humor to make something that's awkward feel more comfortable. You want the adult to think about sex while they're touching that area of their child. That's what you're wanting here. That's your goal. This is not to make it less heavy. Let's be so serious. That said, humor is personal. What's funny to one parent can feel like too much to another. I'm sorry, but if this is humorous to you, you don't need to be around children. Let's be so serious. We're never trying to offend, push boundaries for shock value, or make anyone uncomfortable. Liars. Liars. The references you mentioned were written for adults. Our products are for babies, but our voice is for the grown-ups buying and using them. Still, your reaction matters. Exactly, the products are for babies, and you want the adults handling those products on the babies to think about sex when doing so. That's not humorous, that's disgusting. You all need your histories checked. And just to keep going on the insanity for when it comes to them talking about three ways constantly, here's another one. When your toddler invades the bed and takes up 70% of the available space, that's what they want to call it. That's not cute. Why do you need to put sexual innuendos on things that are freaking as innocent could be, babies, toddlers, children? If that's the kind of target audience that you really are targeting, then what does that say about you? What does that say about all of those people that have now taken their information away from the directory of this website? What does it say about them? Be honest. This one right here is the most disturbing. This one right here, because of the innuendo that they're putting on this photo, should be considered child porn. It should be considered illegal. It should be considered a federal offense, and these people should all be in jail. This is, and I'm using the one that was actually posted blurred out because this baby's picture was put on their social media without being blurred. And for some reason, the parent of this child gave the go-ahead to this advertisement. Let's talk about that for a second. The caption is, "What happens when you pull out too early?" Now, the advertisement is supposed to be for the booger machine thingy that they have for parents to use, but they have something on the baby's face while mentioning pulling out. I'm sorry? Again, this wasn't just one person's idea and no one double checks or triple checks or checks any damn thing and it just gets posted. This isn't like somebody who's handling their brand exclusively by themselves and have to answer to no one. These things are collectively by multiple people agreed to and given the green light. This is disgusting. If this company continues beyond the next 30 days, then what's the point of all the outrage? What's the point of us calling it out by the millions if nothing's actually going to happen? Again, these people need their histories checked. You don't come up with this kind of shit and just think it's fine collectively unless there's something else deeper here. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me I'm wrong. Prove me I'm wrong. Please, please prove me wrong. But let me know also what you guys are thinking about this down in the comments. Like, share. See y'all.